Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We'll get to the 50s today, but it's supposed to be breezy, kind of a little on the cool side. Saturday and Sunday, looking really good. I mean, we are 57 to 60. Easter Sunday looks great. We're going to be out at UBS Arena 5 to 7 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at their beer garden with DJ Deuce, a pre-party for the two Zach Bryan shows. So lots going on and excited. And another note, I got to keep telling you, if you are coming out to the show at our setup, we will have a shot for you to try to win some tickets to upcoming shows, McGraw and Jelly Roll at UBS Arena. Really fun.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of fun stuff to do.
How was your evening, Cande?
It was nice, quiet, uneventful. How was your evening?
Oh, gee, you know, if we did every day like that, we'd have no show.
Well, you're waiting for me to give you something to, hone in on and then attack me with. But I've decided I'm turning the tables. How was your evening?
Now, I know how to get at you. You sent me this morning, right before we got on the air, beautiful pictures of your granddaughter Maeve and the most adorable little T-shirt she had on.
Yes, I bought that for her with a bunch of other T-shirts for Easter and whatever, and it says, "In my toddler era." And she points at it and she goes, "Taylor."
Oh, that's nice.
Just like that, Taylor.
See, I knew I'd get you talking.
Her mommy is a big Taylor Swift fan, and she's obsessed with the T-shirt. And I'm so glad when I buy her something and it's a big hit, because not everything I get her is as big a hit as this. Okay.
It's very cute. I do love it. She looks really happy in it. Who isn't a Taylor fan? Although I may have some people yelling at the radio, but I agree with your daughter-in-law. Come on.
She's obsessed, and she's really loves the shirt. And she taught her, oh, that's Taylor Swift. And so she points at it and goes, Taylor.
She looks so old now,
My child, the whisper, she really does. She's in the 99% bracket for growth. She's like one of the tallest 18-month-olds, I guess, according to the charts.
Yeah, and don't tell her this, and when I say this, I say this with love. And Leah had the same thing when she was this age. She's got quite sizable feet, I see in this picture.
Her mom, I love you, Jackie, wears a size 9.5, which is large.
Yeah,
It's a big size.
Yes.
But, maybe she'll try to take after her. Don't forget, her grandpa played for the Jets for a little while back in the day, and he's about 6'4", 6'5". And her other grandmother is easily 5'9". And, so she may be.
See, I'm not so stupid after all. I'm looking at the picture. She's got bare feet. I'm like, that's a pretty good size foot your little granddaughter.
Very good size.
And
Brian looks at her. He's like, this girl is going to be very tall. Now, that being said, I'll tell you the story. In the 5th grade, I was one of the tallest kids. Not kidding.
Okay.
Never grew again.
It happens.
Reached my height peak in the 5th grade.
Well,
which is the grade your son Elijah is in now.
He is, and you are about the same height.
Exactly. And now he's going to grow, obviously, right?
Right.
I did not.
And then going back to Leah, she, she's decent size. I think she's like 5'3.5". Like she's like just a hair under 5'4". But yeah, like from how she was as a baby with the feet and the percentile and everything.
You really can't determine it. But what size feet is she now?
She wears an 8.5.
That's a nice big size. I mean, it goes all the way up to about 12 for women. But that's good.
And I should know because I buy her all her tennis sneakers.
You should know. And should you want to buy me cowboy boots, I'm a 6.5, 7.
Or very good. You have the cute little like a keychain. I could put them on my keys. Your little feet. Oh,
yes,
so cute.
yes. And that's why Brian calls them Those baby socks you wear.
It's
So
fantastic.
anyway, how was your evening? How did we get
Uh,
all on me?
oh my God. You know what? Can we talk about the rain? I hate the rain. I hate it.
I didn't go outside at all yesterday. Not one
Oh,
minute. We didn't go for a walk. We no, I was home the whole day.
I was driving around so much yesterday, whether it was work. Leah had an SAT thing. Then I had to take her. She needed to get this shirt. So we went to Tanger in the pouring rain. And of course,
Oh,
and I'm not complaining. I'm happy to, it's nice to have things going on. My niece Brittany had work yesterday, so there was that, and trying to think, Abigail and Elijah. No, they were in virtual reality land. I think Abigail
oh,
was
they've both moved to virtual reality land now, have they?
well. Abigail is, and Elijah was busy watching the old seasons of the Kardashians on Hulu yesterday.
They were very good. Those old. They really were. I gotta say.
Oh my God! So it
I
was
used to watch them too. I don't watch them anymore. Can't stomach it.
Yeah, no, and some of the content is not great. Like at
But
one
back
point,
in the day, it was really good between
yeah.
Chris and Bruce.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the he was in the season where it was Kylie Jenner was 12 years old,
I mean,
and
it
yeah,
it was good stuff.
yeah. So, but there were a couple of things. I'm like, Elijah, shut that off.
Oh, I know. And then we were flipping around the channels yesterday, and one of them had an old Jerry Springer show. I
Hmm.
can't believe that show was ever on the air. I really can't. I would catch my kids sometimes if they took a day off from school, and I'd come home from work, and there would be, Jerry Springer, and I'd be like, turn that off. And I
Yeah.
was watching that yesterday, and wow, that is not for anybody, really.
Yeah, that was a big deal to watch that. I mean, and who says I was any better? I was before school. I would record uh, the Howard Stern show on a cassette tape and then come home and listen to it. That wasn't the best content for children
Did your
either.
mother know exactly what Howard was doing back in the day? Ring toss, I'll just mention
I I
those two
don't know.
words.
I don't know who knew what, but I would take a 90-minute cassette. It was 45 minutes on each side. I'd pop it into my boom box. I'd hit record. I'd come home. I'd have 90 minutes of Howard, and I'd listen to it while I did my homework when I came home. And the rest is history. Look at us now, Candy. Look at us,
Yeah,
huh?
it only did good. It only did good.
Yeah. Can we start as well with this? I think you'll appreciate this. I have something new for you and Brian at home. The Del Monte Company announced new little pipsqueak fruit earlier this month. They're called Precious Honey Glow. They are tiny, single serving pineapples that only weigh a pound or two.
Really?
Do you like pineapple?
I do, but that's the problem. You get a fresh one. First of all, you have to be really good at deciding when it's ripe and ready to go. But then there's a lot of it. There's just two of us here. And usually we wind up, throwing some of it out. This is perfect.
These are small enough to polish off yourself or with a loved one if you like. They're supposed to be a little sweeter. And yes, it reduces food waste. And I'm not even going to ask how they make them small. Are there
Yeah,
chemicals
that's the
involved?
question in my head, but I'm trying not to ask it as well.
We'll leave that alone. But yeah, it's a new thing. You got to look for it. It's called Precious Honey Glow. They're like mini pineapples.
Adorable. I'll be looking for that.
I thought you'd appreciate that too.
Yeah, I like things small,
Yeah.
compact.
Yes, take it with you. Put it in your pocket, that pineapple candy.
The new thing that I'm absolutely obsessed with is these mini romaine lettuce. They're like crispier and they have little leaves. I got them at Trader Joe's, but then I was in Walmart and they had them too. So I think you could probably get them anywhere. And they're in the size where you could just put anything on it and lift it up and eat it. I'm obsessed with them. I had them
Oh, so
yesterday.
so you can almost use it as a taco shell or something.
Exactly. You could put anything on it you want, pick it up with your hand and eat it. And they're crispy and really delicious
So
romaine.
A question for you. Are they meant for that, like to replace bread and that type of
I
thing?
think so. I think so. And again, I'm not going to ask how they do it, but I see them now. I know Aldi's also has them, and I love them. I'm obsessed. I can never be without them. I have
All
a
right.
whole new bag ready to go.
Quick thing on romaine lettuce. And I do not have this with iceberg. I am fearful, and I love romaine, right? I love Caesar salads. I
Well,
love
you have
romaine,
to. Are you going to go the
but
germy? You mean you have to
no,
wash it?
I understand, but I'm fearful. There's been so many romaine lettuce recalls over the years, right? So much so that when I go out to now fancy restaurant, I will get the Caesar salad. But when I go out to a fast food place, if I get a burger, and I'm doing that at least
They
once
don't
a
even
week.
use romaine
No,
lettuce on
no,
those
but I'm
burgers.
just in general, lettuce in general. I know that the bulk of the recalls at fast food places when there's a salmonella issue is the tomato and the lettuce. I always get my burgers without tomato and lettuce at fast food places because I'm
I don't
afraid.
really like the tomato and lettuce on this burger anyway, so not a great loss there. But I am addicted to these new little mini romaine lettuces.
All
They're my
right.
favorite thing. I turned them on to a couple of my friends. They can't believe it. It's fabulous.
I'd love to be turned on by a mini
Now,
romaine lettuce.
if I
Yes.
get sick and I can't get out of bed, you'll know why.
All right. Well, I'm going to check it out. Thank you for that.
Really
Appreciate it.
delicious. Anybody who wants to like cut back on carbs or just likes holding things, I like to hold my food. You will love these.
You remember the idea I had like 15, 20 years ago where I wanted to start a company called Lettuce Make Wraps?
Yes.
And it was lettuce instead of the bread of a wrap. It was
You
lettuce as a
really,
wrap.
if you run out today, I think
Mm-hmm.
you could still do that. I haven't seen anything like that. But
Yeah.
In-N-Out Burger, they do make you can get the burger on lettuce instead of a bun.
Huh. All right. Very good.
Still eat it like a burger, but it's surrounded by lettuce. And
Good healthy tips.
I believe it's iceberg lettuce they're using.
And then douse it in mayonnaise. I love it. Very good.
Yeah. Hmm.
We got a lot to get to. Easter Sunday, so we'll discuss the best Easter candy according to a poll. I want to discuss shrinkflation with you. I'm sure you have an idea. We've spoken about it before, but
You mean when I'm buying air in a bag of potato chips?
that's correct, and the price goes up. Absolutely, we'll delve into that. The article may not be what you think. And Bald and the Beautiful comes up at 8:12. National Days, good news stories, 8 o'clock hour. We do have Charles Kelly of Lady A be with us in the 9 o'clock hour, give or take about 9:15. A little breezy, about 50, but breezy today. Saturday and Sunday look fantastic, closing in on 60. Let's hit the roads. My Country, 96.1.
Fathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.